Good afternoon, Miss Candace.
Good morning. How are you? Good morning.
How are you? How are you? How's everything going in sunny?
Everything is going great. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a
Good.
great mood today. Yeah, I haven't been all week. Well, a couple of days. I had like Tuesday and Wednesday was kind of off, but that's okay. But I'm in a great mood, so everything is going good. Yeah, I got up this morning and did my walk, my meditation, affirmations, all of that good stuff. Everything is good. I'm excited for the weekend because Saturday my son is playing his football game tomorrow.
Awesome.
So yeah, so I'm excited about that. And other than that, things are going good here. The weather is good. How are you? It looks
I'm
like you on vacation. What's going on?
I am on vacation. I am doing good. I'm doing very good. I am on vacation for till tomorrow, and then I'll be back to my reality tomorrow night. So I just came down here to Myrtle Beach for a couple days just to check out things and just to
That's
hang
good.
out with family and everything, and just to relax, just to get
Yeah,
5 minutes, because
absolutely.
like we got to get that moment of peace for a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you are hanging out. I'm glad that you on vacation. And you know what? I'm very honored and thank you because you're on vacation and you're still doing this. So that says a lot. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Hey, you know what? My thing is, at the end of the day, it's all about commitment, right? And my
Yeah.
thing some shows be like, "Oh, we need to be off." Well, we off next Friday, and so my
Yes.
thing is, we're not going to do. If I'm somewhere where I can go live, I'm gonna do what I got to do to honor my commitment to our platform and what we got to do. You know what I mean? So
I do.
yeah.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Have you had any great food down there? I've never been to Myrtle Beach,
Let me
but I
tell
heard
you.
it's gorgeous.
Girl, yes, we went to this restaurant called Captain George's, which is a old restaurant, a old seafood restaurant that's in seem like all the beach cities on the East Coast, right?
Oh,
And so we
okay.
went there last night. Girl, I tore it up. Let me tell you, it was so damn good. I was like, OMG. I said I haven't had this good food in so long. It was all you could eat seafood. And yeah, so I was like, all
Okay.
right. I ain't go nuts because I don't go to buffets and stuff like that. I like stopped that a long time ago. So I
Mhm.
like slowed down. I ain't go too much because I had to help my little goddaughter with shelling the crab and doing this and doing that. So I was just like, all right, we gonna slow down with this. So outside of that, it's been good. It's been really good.
Well, that's good. Well, that
Yo,
is good. Well, I'm good. I'm excited about today's show. Today's show is very interesting. Today's show is, I don't want to call it a taboo topic. Would you call it a taboo topic for today's show?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
because
would say
it's something that needs to be said. It needs to be talked about. Body image. So this
yeah.
is a topic that, hey, I'm very excited to talk about this topic because you and I are both on wellness. I love everything health and wellness. I love outdoors. I love working out. I love doing stuff, and I am for taking care of the body. But then
Right.
there's another part of it with the body image, and that's mostly mental.
Hmm.
Absolutely, it is
Yes.
80% mental. It really is. I want to go on a limb and say 90% mental. So I'm excited about today's topic. But before we get into today's topic, anything else you want to share before we go into the tea with Dr. Tyra, the tea time?
Nothing else I want to share. We can go right into the tea. Okay, so today's Tyra's tea, y'all. I don't have my cup of tea, but I do have my bottle of water, right? So today's tea, y'all, is in regards to a New Jersey art teacher, right? They says that the woman was fired. A New Jersey art teacher went viral because she was fired because of her curvaceous body, right? And when I read about this story, I said, this had to be out of control. Now I'm reading this now. I'm reading an update to the story because they said she was fired for her body. And so the story I'm reading now says that the teacher who went viral after her students' parents allegedly tried to get her fired for her physique is shutting down the rumors that she's in danger of losing her job. So apparently she didn't lose her job or whatever. She said that the moms at her school, who she calls them her biggest supporters now, you know. So where did it get where did it get strayed off? No, you know what I mean? Because these is preschool kids, right? And ain't no preschool kid looking at this woman's body
Mm-mm,
at all. All
mm-mm.
they worrying about is doing what they need to do to get the damn work done.
It
They
sounds to me like an inside job.
right. So the question is, who put it out there that these moms wanted to get this woman fired?
Exactly. Yeah, that makes you think because I have so many questions. I have so many comments about this because one, let me start with this. With Roe versus Wade, now women are not in charge of their own bodies. Now, according to that correspondence right there, we are not even in charge of how we look, what we dress, how we're built. And like Dee just put in the comments, didn't they hire her like that?
Girl, hello, yeah, they hired her like that. We know they
Yeah.
did.
So
We know
so
they did.
what's going on with this? Is okay, a woman with a nice body, whether it's nice or it's not, but it is because I saw the caption of it. So a woman with a nice body, if she got a garbage bag, you still gonna see that. If she had on a garbage bag, a hefty bag, you still gonna see all that. But that's okay. She's a woman. That's what we look like. That's what we look like. It's
They were
okay.
so used to the teachers from back in the 40s and the 50s who didn't expose anything.
Yeah, but
And I
she's
think that's what
covered.
it is.
She
Mm-hmm.
got on pants and a shirt and fully covered. She's not coming in there showing cleavage and everything. So even if she have on just regular black slacks, you still gonna see hips and booty because that's just what it is. It's just there.
Mm-hmm.
Clothes to fit.
I mean,
So
look
what's
at
going
the
on?
pear shaped men that come to work.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not trying to be a smart ass calling a pear shape, but it is some pear shaped men. What
it
about
is.
the work dressed like that?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, or the men's with the muscles in the shirts, and they come to work, and they got arm day. He been doing arm day now, and he got a dress shirt on. We women, we see the muscles through the shirt. What
Girls
about
see it
him?
all. See it all.
It's always a standard with us women.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of that. We fighting for our money, trying to get the other part of the dollar from the money. Just
Hello.
it's too much. It's too much. When is going to end? And
Right.
so according to what you read, it sounds like the moms have been the biggest supporters.
Right. And it sounds like
Mm,
that all of this was a big rumor and that she's not losing her job based off of her body, even though, yeah, because yeah, it sounds like it was all a rumor, but I
okay.
guess as the months go on, we'll probably see, what's going on. But on the 24th, it says mothers demand that a teacher be fired because of her body. They say she is a distracting the students. How the hell is her body distracting the students?
They're babies. Those are babies.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
I mean,
really are.
think about,
Kindergarten, preschool.
when we had the whole situation going on with Zoom school, right?
Yes,
You didn't call them naked ass parents walking around in the background that wasn't distracting the kids,
exactly.
distracted the teachers and everybody else.
I know. I know. I remember that. You saw that too? Yes.
It happened too much. I remember this one kid, I swear, I still to this day, when I talk to my friend, she laughs every time I say this. I was helping her at her daycare, and it was a child in the class, right? And this is supposed to be a kindergarten class with this little girl that we had, right? And the little girl said, Miss Tyra, come here. And so I said, yeah, and she said, look at that girl. And I said, look at that girl. I said, what girl? I said, I told her, I said, that's supposed to be your classmate. She said, Miss Tyra, she is. I tell you no lie, that girl looked like she's about 12 years old. There's no way in hell she was for an adult.
Really?
That kid, it was no way that child should have been 5 years old. And I
Wow.
don't care what nobody said. And I'm pretty sure my friend is watching this and probably sitting in her office laughing
Oh my.
because 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 I made her. I was like, look, when you come in, I want you to look at that little girl. And so she was just like, and she came in and she looked and she was like, the hell is that? That ain't no child.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh my God. See,
You
that's
know,
not good.
they found out it probably was somebody mama sitting in. But
I
at
know.
the end of the day, it's just like I just think about stuff like that. When it comes to body shaming and stuff like that, nobody on that Zoom was paying attention to that teacher. They was paying attention to the classmates and the shenanigans that was going on. A friend of
Absolutely.
one of my girlfriends, my friend Amy. Amy, I love her to pieces. She said it looked like a bad episode of Hollywood Squares
Really?
when you looked at the kids in the Zoom school, and
Yeah.
that was the best explanation of it all because it
I'm picturing
like
it.
a bad
Yes.
episode of Hollywood Squares because every square you saw somebody doing something different,
Yep.
real crazy.
I'm picturing it now. I'm picturing it. Well, yes, that was a very good analogy of that. Absolutely. And now they're gonna talk about this young teacher. That's so sad. And she takes care of her body. It looks like she work out or something. And whatever she done, whether it was surgery, whatever it is, that's her business. That's okay. But I don't think a woman should be placed to the side or mistreated because of how she looks. I'm
Right.
sick of it. And speaking from being a woman, I'm tired of that, such as being a clinician. And here I am, I look a certain way because I have tats and different things and I dress a certain way. So other doctors like, oh, yeah, my whole arm is tatted. Exactly. Y'all want me to save your life or you want to lay here? I don't know. What we doing? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter because the thing is like as long as you are doing what you need to be doing and you as you say, unapologetically speaking, you
That's right.
unapologetically performing your position as an MD, doing your job. If you get called,
Absolutely.
that's all that matters.
That's right. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So
Right.
my take on that is
Mm-hmm.
that I'm glad the moms are supporting her. I
Yeah.
was so glad to hear that. I was glad to hear that. Right on. That we need that because this conversation would have hit different. Dr. T, that's Tyra, if you would have said, yeah, and it's the moms picking it outside the school. It's like, we're women. When this gonna stop?
And the thing is, but you know what? We do know there is a lot of women that's still out there that do bash other women.
Yes, of course.
Based off of how they looking now. These chicks, they could be like, you know what? Let's side with this teacher. So hell, we can get her fitness program.
There you go. Her
So
doctor, her program. What we do?
what we doing so I can look like you by the end of the school year.
I know, right? Bless her heart.
That's
I love it.
that's
And
9 months of working out.
yes, absolutely. And guess what? It didn't stop no show. She got her education. She teaching. She
Hmm.
go to work. She got
Exactly.
her teacher credentials. I'm proud of her.
I'm proud of her too.
Yeah.
You could have seen where this went so left. And so,
Yeah.
so that's the only story we have with Tyra's Tea today. And we're going to go right into our topic today. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Our topic today is
Yeah.
very interesting because we're going to talk about body image, because there's a lot going on, Dr. Candace. I'm going to let you take it from there.
Yes, it is. It is so much going on with body image, and with body image, and I'm glad we're having that topic today. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the Mental Health Minute today. We're going to get into what body image is and what it's not. So, body image is how you feel about yourself. So, I want to start with the definition of what body image is. For the people and for the viewers who's watching it now, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. And for the ones that's going to watch the replay, let me explain what body image is. Body image are thoughts and feelings on how you feel physically about yourself. And those feelings can either be negative or positive feelings. And we all have that. So no one can ever say, even the ones that's watching and the ones that's going to watch later, cannot say, oh, I don't have body image problems. Everybody has body image. Everybody does not have body image issues. Okay, y'all feel what I'm saying? Everybody has body image. I feel a certain way about my body. Remember, I said it's the thoughts and feelings, how you feel physically, how you feel about your physical body. And it can be either positive or negative. So
Right.
we all have that. I have a lot of positive, and then I got maybe one or two negative, but that's all right. I love them anyway. So it's just how you feel about that. And our topic today, and the questions that I'm going to ask, and that myself and Dr. Tyra is going to ask, is deep questions that, like we talked about even before the segment, is this taboo? And no, I don't think it's taboo. A lot of people, it should be more on the scale of being talked about that we should talk about, especially now with the surgeries, which I want to put my disclaimer on it. I am not against surgery at all. I am not. I am not. I do think, and I want to hear Dr. Ortiz take on this as well, before you get anything altered to your body, yeah, I'm going to say this. I think you should have a mental health check. I
Uh,
think you
yes.
should have a psychological check, as in, what's your why? What's your reasoning? Like, for instance, I said I was going to have a tummy tuck over years ago because, first of all, I'm a mother of four and I work out. I mean, I do videos of me working out. I show it. I walk, I run, I hike, I cycle. I do it all. I cycle and ride my bike. I work out. And I got this cute little pouch that I do like. I like her. I love her. Do I want to get rid of her? Hell yeah, I wish she leave. We got a relationship. Let me tell you. I love her because she's a part of me, but I want her to go. However, sometimes you could just work out and eat right. And I'm vegetarian. You can eat right and do everything, and then still be hanging around. She just don't want to leave me. She like me too. But everything else is good. So I'm not against surgery. I'm against having it repeatedly and fixing stuff that you shouldn't be fixing because you have body dysmorphia. We're going to get into that. But my first question to Dr. Tyra, how do you feel about surgery? And do you feel people should have mental checks before surgery?
So I'm going to say this. I don't have a problem with surgery. I feel as though if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. It's your body. Do what you want to do. Now, I am in 100% agreement that there should be mental status examinations completed before, after, immediately after, and then months down the road, right? I think you should have all kinds of mental health status examinations done, so that you can have make sure your mental wellness is up to par before getting these surgeries, right? Now, what a lot of people don't realize is when you get a gastric bypass or any type of weight loss surgeries, certain states, right? And I happen to live in a state that requires you to get uh, an evaluation from a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a therapist, right? That can perform the excuse me, the by, oh my goodness, it's a certain name for my mind is slipping me because I'm so hot sitting out here, y'all. But they need to do a mental status examination before getting any type of life altering surgery when it comes to weight loss, right? And so my state of Pennsylvania requires this. Now, during this examination, they do it before the exam, before you decide to even go to surgery, right? During that exam, that psychiatrist, psychologist, or therapist is the one who makes the ruling to say no or yes that you are mentally capable of handling what's about to happen to you, right? Now,
Mhm.
I've seen where people have been denied
Ooh.
services, yes, okay, denied. I've seen where people, where a lot of people were granted, that they were mentally capable of handling the surgery. You know what I mean? Um, is there ways to persuade the doctors? The thing is, some doctors can read through people's behavior,
Absolutely.
things that they say, right? And some doctors won't. They'll just sign up, not to discredit them because of what you delivered when you came into their office, right? They'll say, okay, you're mentally capable. Now I've seen people get these surgeries and they went back to the way they was afterwards,
Mhm.
passed the mental status exam, and went on ahead and did what they had to do and came back and boom, and it was just like, okay, so honestly, did you do it for you or did you do it for someone else? You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And granted, some people will say I'm doing it for me, blah 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 blah. But just like there's, but a lot of people go to other states to get these surgeries done. A lot of people go out the country to get these
Yes.
surgeries done. where they will go anywhere to get this done, where they don't have to answer to anybody. Because see, that's what it is when it comes to getting a bariatric mental health status examination. Here I go, y'all. Now I'm on it. When you're getting that examination, it's like I'm putting my life in your hands as a mental health provider to say whether I can get this examination, whether I should get this surgery or not. Nobody wants that, especially when it comes to weight loss, right? So
Exactly.
I know it'd be a lot of pushback if it to anything with regards to plastic surgery. I know we're gonna get it. We would get backlash for that. And I know like one of the big things, one of the reasons that, myself and Dr. Candace decided to talk about this topic today is because of the influx of BBLs that is occurring right now. Right now, this influx of BBLs is actually, I don't know, I'm gonna say it is out of control.
It is.
It's out of control. And I don't know if this is one of your questions, or I'm gonna wait for you to say the question. I'm not gonna even go into
But
my
no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're right on target, Dr. Tyra. You're absolutely, and you're right. It should be a pre-op mental examination as well, and also a post-op, like
right,
Dr. Tyra said, to see at the beginning and at the end to see how you feel, because there is a such thing as post surgery mental health decline, because your body is going through a lot of changes and your emotions are up and down and you're like, whoa, and maybe in pain, so you can't handle that. So absolutely, I agree with that. So hopefully they bring that out, and hey, y'all, hey, if they listening, y'all can hire Dr. T and I, and we can do that. We
and
can do
yeah,
it.
and it's just like, because I mean, it's like, when I think about body image, I look at one of the main issues that used to have that came up with body image in the past, right? When I'm dating myself, going back to the 80s, the one thing that came up with body image was always people who would always with people with eating disorders. Eating disorders was always the number one situation that came up with body image.
Hmm.
And it's just like, now when you look at where we are at in 2022 versus where we were at in 1980, right? We done really evolved since then.
Yes, absolutely,
Take it
absolutely.
to a whole nother level,
It
of
is.
body image issues.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely. So, do you think body image have their misconceptions of body image has skyrocketed since social media?
I'm going to say yes. Oh my gosh, yes, 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 yes. And the reason I'm going to say yes is because when they go to social media, and the thing is, they look at these influencers, right?
Hmm.
And everybody has a definition of what beauty's supposed to look like to them, right?
Exactly.
And when they look at what society, Hollywood, and anywhere else, where they feel that this is what the image of beauty looks like, they go nuts with it. And I gotta look like that. I gotta look like that. I gotta be like that. I gotta, and so in their mindset, they say I'm not beautiful.
Hmm.
I'm not beautiful in the skin that I'm in, because I need to look like X, Y, and Z. I need to have my body look like this one and that one. I think about, I'm thinking about that situation years ago with that. I remember that Octo mom.
Yes.
Remember, she had that plastic surgery and she was starting to look a little bit like Kim K.
Hmm.
And Kim K started getting freaked out.
Hmm.
Like, yo,
Absolutely.
sis, like, you look like you. Don't, like, I'm not, and it was getting kind of creepy. And that's what you were seeing that was happening with a lot of people. It was, putting them in a whole nother mindset, because, like, okay, I know that I think I'm beautiful, and people, but you don't know me, because beauty goes skin deep.
Hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right. And I totally agree with you.
Dr.
I
Candace.
totally agree with you with it has skyrocketed due to social media because of different influence and Instagram models. Because back in the day, we're Gen Xers. We Instagram, we didn't have social media and different other propagandas and okay, we had MySpace, but that really wasn't, who cares? They us. They it was real people on there. They
Space and Black Planet.
Yes. And then we had when you get on the phone and we had the phone line, you can't see nobody, you just on the party line. So we had that. And we were so, and even with our groups, our music groups coming up, like Changing Faces and TLC and all of that. And even if you go back further, but that's baby boomers like the Supremes and stuff like that, they were okay with their bodies. They looked like real women. They wasn't altering things. It was okay, you know. And so we didn't grow up with all of that. So now it's so much out there, and I think it has caused a big problem. However, I will say this, and I don't know if you will agree with me, Dr. Tyler. Yes, the propaganda such as the television shows and the news media and magazines and social media has has skyrocketed the BBLs and us changing our bodies. However, we still have to take accountability and as parents and caregivers for our children. So
Yes.
don't you think, would you say it's all of the propaganda that's out there, or would you say it's 50-50? Because parents and caregivers have to take some responsibility to teach their children, love yourself and love your skin.
I'm gonna say 50-50. I'm gonna say
Okay.
50-50 because some people are, because I look now, it's like I love seeing the fathers, working with their little girls and the
Yes,
mothers working with their sons and letting them know you're okay. You're gonna be okay, and just letting everybody know I'm beautiful the way I am. Thanks for the sticker, D. Letting them know that I'm just happy with the skin that I'm in, and letting them know, that you're good the way you look,
absolutely.
and so I would say it's 50-50. I will, you know what, I'm gonna shoot a little higher, and I'm gonna say 60-40.
Okay.
60% of the people are now, doing that, and 40, I'm gonna say 40%. And I'm probably wrong because the numbers is probably a little higher now because a lot of people, are getting a little tired of all of this that
Yeah,
we're seeing, and it's just like when I look at, one of the issues that I was gonna talk about a minute ago was in regards to, when people are now getting these surgeries, they're not, how can I put it? Number one, they're not educating themselves enough on the particular surgeries. That's number one. And number two, like one of the issues that has been coming up was in regards to that BBL situation is that they're not proportionate to the body size.
absolutely.
And I know people have been seeing people all over social media recently with these big behinds and little legs, and the legs not, And I just remember my cousin telling me, that somebody she had went out one night and a woman fell down the stairs at a nightclub because her butt was too big for her legs to handle. And she said the woman's friends said to them, just because they was like, "Oh my God, you need some help," and her friends was like, "Let her ass stay there. This happens everywhere we go. She should have known. She knew that when she got that ass."
Ooh, get out. Really? Bless her heart. Bless her heart. And you know what, Dr. Tyrant, I don't think people know how dangerous that can be. Um,
Right.
like, oh, let's just,
Girl,
I'm going to pivot.
I'm thinking knee and hip replacement.
Yeah, right? Yeah, knee and hip replacement, and not only that. Speaking as a clinician, when you have these certain surgeries, it is not proportion to your body. You do know the older we get, the bone density declines, the cartilage declines, the bone, everything starts to decline, and that solid fat and that solid skin starts to wither a little bit. So these young women need to take in consideration that it's good now, but it's not going to be able to hold up later. You ain't going to be 60, 70 years old with all that, and your legs can't hold it up. Oh, your hips can't hold it up, and the knees can't hold it up. You have to take that in consideration. But at 20 and maybe young 30s, they're not listening to that. They're not taking that into consideration. And you have to educate yourself exactly like you said, Dr. Tyra. Educate yourself on the surgery that you want to have. Educate yourself is number one, and you have to be careful and research your doctor. And going out of state and out of the country and different things, especially out of the country, to each his own. However, I don't think it's a good idea because the rules are different out of the country. and then you may don't have your support system with you. So the rules are different. So you have to be careful and educate yourself because a lot of deaths are happening, especially with the BBL procedures. So I'm not against them. I just want the young women that is having these BBLs to please be careful. Research your doctor. Have a support system with you and not just research your doctor, research the procedure. And you don't want to have too many CCs and different things added that is not proportioned with your body. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You look at your legs, you look at your body, and you say, okay, I probably won't be able to handle that. And then know your why. Why are you getting the surgery? It's important to know your why. Are you getting it because you are a dancer? Listen, sis, you ain't gonna always be dancing. You ain't gonna always be invited up in that club on that pole. So no. So you have to know your why. Are you doing it because you're a model? You ain't gonna always model. Are you doing it because you want to look good? Then right on, and you want to feel good. But do your research. That is very important. And research your doctor. Research your doctor. That's so important. So those are just a couple of tips I just had to pivot on. And then my next one is: do you feel more middle-aged women are falling into this realm of surgery as well? And when I say middle age, I'm talking about us amazing Gen Xers. Because I'm a Gen Xers and I love us.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say it's a good percentage of our generation that's doing it.
Okay,
I'm gonna say it's a good
it
percentage
is.
of generation. Yeah, because it's just like at this point, a lot of folks, when I look at our generation, there are a lot of we find a lot of imperfections and a lot of flaws that are with our bodies and things that we thought about doing when we was younger, and it was like no, but then after we turn, after we go over 40, it's just like okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this. Let me do what
Absolutely.
I want to do. And then, and I'm going to say it, and I know people going to be probably mad at me, but last year with the pandemic and all of the money and stuff that was floating around these streets, it made it a lot easier for people to get the surgeries and a lot of things that they wanted to get. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I mean, because at the end of the day, when you look at the amount of money that was floating around, people could not afford to do half the things that they was doing. But it made life a little bit easier.
It did.
You
It did.
know, made life a little bit easier. So, and when you think about it, it was a blessing and a curse. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Because it put people in a mindset of I can do the things that I always wanted to do. Now should I do it? Maybe, maybe not. But my thing is, as long as you're feeling your authentic self when it's over, then so be it.
Yes, because the good thing, and I want to put this out there because myself and Dr. Tyra are not saying in no means that surgery is bad. It is not. Anything that you can do to build your self esteem and make you feel good about yourself, we are for it. Because I know I am. Anything to make you feel good. I work out because one, it makes me feel good, then I look good. It makes me feel amazing. It raises my endorphins and it makes me feel healthy and I just feel good. It puts me in a good mind space. So we're not saying don't do it. You do what you want, it's your body. What we're bringing to the forefront here today is for people to be careful and be mindful. And why are you doing it? It's the why. So many young people are doing it to be in videos or to be an Instagram model. They shut down Instagram. What job you got? Now who you modeling for? Because you can't fit in Givenchy. Honey, them clothes are size 2 and all that booty can't get in that. So what you doing? You can't run away for Gucci. That's size 2, maybe a 0. And you got all that implanted. So that's what we're saying. What's your reasoning? What's your why? If you're doing it because you're like, hey, I'm a certain age and I want to do this and make myself feel good and build my self esteem and I want to cut this off because I had kids. So I want to cut this off. I work out and it ain't leaving. Then right on, sis. But if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, what's your why? That's
Hmm.
what we're saying. Because some women lose weight and they lose it
Yeah.
naturally. And then they have skin hanging. She
Hmm.
should cut it off. Right on. She get, what is that surgery called? Where you get the skin removal.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Exactly. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. She
about.
lost the weight naturally.
Mhm.
So she skin removal. I'm
Yep.
for that. So
Yep.
that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Just be careful because it is a such thing. I'm going to pivot. It is a such thing as something that's called body dysmorphia, and that is in our DSM-5 as well. It is a diagnosis, and what body dysmorphia is, it's called BPD. It is body dysmorphia is a mental health condition where a person spends a lot of time worrying about their body, how they look, not how they feel, but their body image, and they see something a lot of times that others don't see. Did you know that, Dr. T? They see something that we don't see.
Yes.
They'll say, "Well, I feel this, and I need to get rid of this," and the other, and people like, "Oh, you look good, you're fine," and they just body dysmorphia. They feel a certain way, and these are some of the signs, some of the symptoms of body dysmorphia: obsessive thoughts about a perceived appearance.
Mhm.
Is you just obsessed. Like someone can just be obsessed with their stomach. I got to get rid of this. I got to get rid of this, which is fine because I even been there. Didn't have body dysmorphia, but like I said, I got this little bitty cute pouch. She won't leave me. Me and her friends, she won't leave. I be working out. Girl, I be walking around here with the waist trainer, the spank, the waist trainer, killing myself, can't breathe. And I'm like, I ain't doing that. I love
Yep.
her, but I still want her to go though. I'm gonna
Right.
talk to her later because I need her to go. Okay, so being obsessed with that, obsessive and compulsive behavior related to your appearance, you're just obsessive. Major depressive disorder, and also social and family withdrawal. You start to withdraw. You have social phobia. You have loneliness because you don't want to spend time with people, and you become another word, for lack of a better word, socially awkward because how you feel and how you see yourself, your body image. Okay. And then suicidal ideation and chronic low self esteem,
Yep.
anxiety, and panic attacks.
Yep.
Those are some of the symptoms associated with body dysmorphia. And body dysmorphia is a very serious condition that a lot of people have. And did you know, Dr. Tyra, into the audience as well? Some men battle with that as well.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I didn't
I
know it was that high. Statistics show, I have my notes here with the men. Of course, it's more women, but with the men, you have 40% men that's battling with that as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it. I believe it.
Hmm.
Because
Exactly.
sometimes, it's like they strive to, get into that mind space that they want to just look a certain part, and it's just like, and if they don't look the way they've been, eager to look based off of what they see from others, I can see where men struggle with it.
Absolutely. Yes, yes. What do you have you treated anyone with body dysmorphia?
You know what? Actually, I haven't. I
Oh,
haven't
good.
had anybody with any body image issues.
That's
You
good.
know, yeah, yep. Now, when I worked with children, I seen it a lot.
Oh,
Years
yes.
ago. But in regards to mainly teenagers, never had any adults. And so, but
That's good.
even with the
That's
kids, it's
good.
just it's all about helping them being able to accept themselves.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I was doing my research.
Have you?
Yeah, well, no, I haven't. I've treated people. Well, yeah, I had just one. Just one. It was, I want to say maybe 3 years ago. It's been 3 years, about two and a half, 3 years for her. And it was briefly, and it was body dysmorphia and also anorexic. She had both. However, so that was a while ago, and that was just one. I don't run into that a lot. We do see a lot on social media that I'm sitting up here analyzing. You know how you watch social media and I'm analyzing because I got to put my therapist hat on. I don't say anything because they're not a client of mine, but you can just tell. However, as I was doing my research, did you know starting in the late 90s that starting at teenagers, they started dieting at 12, 13, 14, 15, dieting a lot. And
Yeah.
now and guess what, Dr. Tyra, and to the audience as well. Now it's at the ages of 3 to 6 year olds are looking, saying, I'm getting fat, are seeing things like that.
I can believe it. I can believe
I didn't grow up with that. Did you grow up with that, Dr. Tyra?
it.
I ate, I threw down. I didn't grow up with diets in the home.
What
And
it is, you know what it is though, also though, Dr. Candace, these kids
Mhm.
aren't as active as we was when we was kids.
That's true.
It was nothing for our parents to go outside, tell us to go outside and play in traffic.
That's true.
You know, and we were more outside kids. The kids these days are more indoor kids. They're more laptops and tablet kids. And so
That's
they
true.
sit there and they're not burning the energy or anything. They're just playing on their tablets and they just eating a snack. Some eat snacks, some don't. But they're sitting in the chairs and they're not moving.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
so I can
You
see
are
the
so
difference
right.
between 3 and 6. I can see it.
Yes. Yes, because I grew up where you go outside and play, and then we had to be in when the street lights came on. But other than that, we was out there all day at
Now
our friend house.
you smell like kids. Go take a shower.
I know, right? My mom said, "You smell like outside. Go ahead on and close my door. You let the air out."
Don't
I
let
grew
no
up
flies in.
and don't let no flies in. I grew up with that. Well, my mama had to come get me if the street lights came on. Here she come. I'm like, oh Lord, here she come.
You
Okay.
better be on the steps because I'm not coming for you.
I know, right? Because if she came for me, it's gonna be trouble. My mama said, "Don't
Big
have me
trouble.
come look for you." So we grew up with playing outside. You're exactly right. But nowadays, you're so right. You hit it right on the nose. These children don't have that luxury because it's a little dangerous. Now, some of them do. It depends on where you stay. Crime has no address.
No,
Crime has no address. However, it depends on where you stay. But nowadays, you're like, because you don't know who down the street. You don't. We deal people abducting your children, pedophiles living next door. We got too much going on that we can go on the internet and put in the address and they tell you who live where.
hmm
So yeah, it hits different now. So, but the kids nowadays, at the ages starting, I was so taken aback when I saw this. Ages 3 to 6 years old are looking now, are saying to their parents, "I'm getting fat. I can't eat that." At 3 or 6. So yeah. So my next question is, do you feel do you feel that body image is important? What's your take on body image? Isn't like let me ask you, is it important to you? Is it important to you?
I'm gonna say yeah because I know I go into my self conscious moments where I'm just like, ooh, is this out? Is this it? Is that And so I think for me, body image is important, but I'm not gonna put all my I'm not gonna put it out there like is 100% of my importance. You know what I mean? Like I'm more focused on so many other things that as long as I look neat in my clothes, I
Right.
know all the things that I have to do in regards to eating healthy and trying to exercise more because look, that's my thing. I know if I exercise more, it'll change, you know,
Mm-hmm.
change, my features in regards to losing weight, y'all. I mean, keep it 100, losing weight. So with that, I'm going to say, but for me, it's important, but I'm not going to make that my total focus,
Good.
because there's so many other things that we need to be more concerned about than just that.
Absolutely.
Dr.
Because I want the audience to know just because you're a certain size don't mean you're not healthy. Just because you're skinny don't mean you healthy. And just because you a little fluffy don't mean you're not healthy. That has nothing to do with it. I
Right.
want people to know that. That means nothing. And another thing, I want to pivot just a little bit. Lizzo. Lizzo, beautiful, big fluffy woman, love her and gorgeous, had on a see-through dress. Rihanna had on a see-through dress. They put the pictures side by side. If you can accept one, you can accept the other.
hmm
And that is body image to me. That just sums it up right there.
Yeah.
Accepting yourself. I like what Dr. Tyra said. Body image and then wanting to change stuff are two different things. But having a body image, a negative body image reasoning about yourself is one thing, but wanting to change something is another. They totally two different things. You said, well, I'm not going to be fixated on it. There's some things that I want to work on, but I'm not going to be fixated on. Just like I said, I got this cute little pouch that she just won't leave. She's loving on me and I want her to go, but I still love her. I believe in being comfortable in your skin.
Mhm.
So let me ask you, as a professional and as a woman, are you comfortable in your skin?
Yeah, I am. I ain't got no choice. Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in the skin.
That's good, because
You
you're
know,
beautiful.
is I don't. It's nobody else I would want to be rather than me.
Oh,
I
that's
can't think of nobody.
beautiful.
Like people say, oh, I wish I was. I can't never remember a moment that I ever wish I was somebody else.
Yeah.
It might have been a moment, but I don't remember.
Exactly.
But
That's
okay,
beautiful.
are you comfortable in the skin you're in, Dr. C?
Absolutely. I love Candace, and I am so comfortable in my skin. I am. I'm an exhibitionist. Y'all didn't know that? Child, please. I'm very comfortable in my skin. Pouch and all. I mean, what we doing? Yes. Yes, I am. I am comfortable in my skin. I
Yeah.
love who I am, what I look like, and yes, it's I got good qualities and I got some bad that like I said, I want to change, but I love it. I believe this is my first tip to everyone: love even your imperfections that separate you
Yes.
from the rest. Love even your imperfections, and you can work on what you don't like. Work on it. What you don't like, change. You can change it. You can change it surgically, or you can change it by losing weight. Whatever you want to do, but love on it. Be accepting of it first. See, in
Yeah.
order for us to change, and Dr. Tyra, you know this, in order for us to change something, you got to accept that it's something that needs to be changed. So you got
Right.
to accept it. I had to accept this little pouch and be like, so what you gonna do about it?
Right.
Okay, and now she going down, she going down, she going down. You gotta accept it.
Yep.
In order to accept, you have to accept what needs to be changed.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So it's okay. I want people to know that. What's your last word for the people, Dr. Tyra, on body image and how they can be more comfortable in their skin?
My last word is number one, love yourself. Love who
Mhm.
you are, your inner beauty as well as your outer beauty. Know that you are unique, you are special. Say positive affirmations to yourself. I am beautiful. I am positive. I am good. I look good. I mean, we will have moments in our life where we don't feel 100% ourselves, but appreciate those moments. Appreciate who you are regardless, and don't look at other people's bodies and look at what other people have going on and discredit who you are, because you are just as important as they are. And we here want you to know that. What about you,
Absolutely.
Candace?
My last word is self love, self love, self love, self love. You have to love yourself and show yourself some self compassion. So, one is self love. Number two is self compassion. Number three is you can change what you want, but what is your reasoning on changing it? You can change it by surgery. Remember what I said, do your research. Do
Hmm.
your research. Do your research on the doctor. Do your research on the procedure, and then do your research on your body because your body may not be able to handle that procedure. Remember, proportion, proportion, proportion. You're one age, but you ain't gonna always be that age. And our body changes with age. It's called gravity, y'all. Look it up. So do your research, okay? And love on yourself. Love and show yourself some self-compassion and just be authentically you. And it's okay. It is okay. Take care of yourself in and out. We got to learn how to work on ourselves from
Yep.
the inside out. So whoever want to change something, whether it's a diet, whether it's going to the gym, work on the inside as going to the gym. So you go into the gym and you build in that muscle, okay? You build in that muscle. You need to build that mental muscle and that heart muscle as well of your reasoning, your why. You want to build it all together. Mental and physical go all together. It goes hand in hand. And she had a comment. She said, years ago I was 15 and I got a little heavy. I went on a crash diet, but I guess
Ended up in the hospital.
yeah. I
That's
don't believe in those. We
yeah.
don't yeah, we're not gonna do crash diet. I believe in eating. People, I'm a clinician. Eat. Eat. It's called moderation, proportion. Our
Yes.
stomachs is about this big. Your stomach is about maybe this big. So
Hmm.
don't eat this much. Your eyes see that and be like, oh, I can handle that because I'm hungry.
Is we go like this.
Yes. And your
Especially
stomach.
when it tastes good to us.
Yes. And guess what happens? You know why? Especially as women, we get bloated. It's called inflammation. You
You are
overate. You overate. So now you bloated. And guess what? We stay bloated for years.
right.
Years. It takes, I
Hmm.
think, 3 to 7 days to digest a hamburger.
Wow.
So a
Wow.
lot of us are walking around here, excuse my language, y'all, full of shit. You need to use the bathroom 2, 3 times a day. Y'all need to check out my gut health. Go on, click the link in the bio. Go on to my Instagram and find it. Check out
Yes,
my
that
gut
good
health.
health. That good health is the truth, y'all. Y'all need to check that out.
Yes, because you're walking around here with inflammation,
Mm.
because I believe in eating. I tell everybody, no, eat your food, eat, but it's
Don't
in
deprive
moderation.
yourself.
Yeah, you can eat 6 small portions a day.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
know, that's a
There.
lot of food, but just small. Yeah, eat, get your food in. It says this is really a great show. Have a great weekend. Thank you, D.
Thank
Yes, this
you.
was a great show. So,
Yes,
Dr. Tyra, like you said, to the people, we are off next week. We are off and we are back
the
the
ninth.
next week.
Yep, we'll be back on September 9th. We want you all to have a good holiday weekend because that's Labor Day weekend next week.
Yes,
Yes. So, yeah, but this was an awesome show, Dr. Candace. You have yourself a good afternoon.
you as well. You
Yes.
as
Thank
well.
you for tuning in and joining us this afternoon for a mental health minute with Dr. Candace, Elaine, and Dr. Tyra.
Yes, see everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.